Yep, it's that time, and we're talking about birthdays. So, let's start the video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Movie Time with Chris. The channel devoted specifically to movies, movie birthdays, movie reviews, trailer discussions, box office predictions, and some special videos along the way. Now hey, if that sounds like something that you're into, if you love the movie reviews, if you want the trailer discussions, if you love to compete in box office predictions, if you just love movies, subscribe to this channel because you're going to get all that content and then some. Now, as I've already mentioned, today is birthday day. I know, birthday day. I don't think that makes sense, but whatever. I started it last week with that word. We're going to keep on going with it. Birthday day. So, without further ado, let's celebrate the birthdays. And celebrating their handy notebook, celebrating their 5th birthday this week, we have Keanu, Green Room, Mother's Day, and Ratchet and Clank. Celebrating their 10th birthday this week, we have Prom, Dylan Dog, Hoodwink 2, Hood vs. Evil, and Fast 5. Celebrating their 15th birthday this week, the teenagers, we have United 93, The Lost City, Aquila and the Bee, Art School Confidential, and Waist Deep. And lastly, the adults celebrating their 20th birthday this week, we have Driven, The Forsaken, One Night at McCool's, Town and Country, and 61. Now I've got to say, looking at this list, a few things jump right out at me. First would be a similar situation like last week where I haven't seen a lot of these movies. So obviously I need to do better. Having a movie channel on YouTube, I should watch more movies apparently. But I did see from 5 years ago Keanu. And what a cute, funny movie. Key and Peele killed it. You know, the whole thing with the cat. I'm a cat person. I have 2 cats. I have an Instagram devoted to my cats, Movie Time with Cats. So check that out. So yeah, I'm a cat person, and Keanu worked for me. I went to go see it with my ex, and we had a good time. Another thing that stood out to me is United 93 came out 15 years ago, and that is something that I probably, even if I watch everything on this list, I might not watch United 93. Just because it's an emotional thing for me, relating to 9/11. You know, there's really only 2 movies I've ever cried in at the theater. And one of them was World Trade Center, just because of the emotional effect that it had on me. Having been from New York, lived in New York during 9/11, known people who have served in helping with the cleanup and in the military after, it's a tough subject for me. So United 93 is probably something I wouldn't watch. Hey guys, if you haven't taken a minute to subscribe, make sure you do that. It's free, takes 2 seconds, not even a minute, and it helps me out. So show some support, subscribe, and hit that like button. 61. I absolutely love this movie. I love it. I was always looking for it, to buy it, couldn't find it, but now I have HBO Max, and because it's an HBO Films movie, it's on HBO Max, so I love watching it. It's a great story about the home run race where Roger Maris he wasn't even trying to break Babe Ruth's record. He was just having a good year, and Major League didn't want him to beat Babe Ruth's home run record, but he ended up doing it anyway. And it's a great story. It was done by Billy Crystal. 61. Check it out. It's on HBO Max. And the last thing I want to talk about that stood out to me is that 10 years ago, Fast 5 came out. And the reason that that one stood out to me is because my very first video that I ever did on YouTube, the reason I started YouTube was to talk about movie birthdays and kind of reminisce and say, oh my God, that came out that long ago? I feel so old now. Well, the very first video I ever did on YouTube was for movie birthdays, and one of the movies that was celebrating its 5th birthday was Fast 6.
5 years ago, 2013, we had Fast and Furious 6. The movie did not disappoint on the action aspect. It really was firing on all cylinders in that. But the more they come out with these movies, I feel like they're moving away from the car aspect, which is really what I thought the franchise would be. And now they're focusing more on the family aspect. And I mean, it works. The movies make a ton of money worldwide, so hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And to be here now, 3 years later, still doing YouTube and celebrating 10 years, Fast 5, I don't know, it just stood out to me. But those are the movies celebrating their birthdays this week. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, make sure you check out the Instagram Movie Time with Chris, where you're going to get little snippets of everything that's going to come on the YouTube channel. Speaking of the YouTube channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell, because you don't want to miss any future videos that are going to be on this channel. Also, I'm on Twitter, so make sure you follow me there, Movie Time with C1, where you're going to get a heads up of everything that I'm going to be working on across all my platforms for the day. Follow me on Twitch, Movie Time with Chris. I host watch parties once a week on Sundays, so follow me on Twitch and we'll watch a movie together. Make sure you go to my blog, www.movietimewithchris.com, where you're going to get a more in-depth analysis of everything that I talk about here on the YouTube channel. And lastly, if there's ever a topic you want to hear about or a movie that you want me to review, email me, movietimewithchris@gmail.com. I'm going to check that email multiple times a day. I will not miss your message, and the topic you want to hear about will be in a future video on this channel. But until next time, stay safe and take care.